Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Frenzy the Killbot. This is Cletus.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And today we're going to the Trenton district to go bowling with a murderer.
It's the best kind of bowling.
They're holding SKX in the bus. We need to act fast before they take him to SCU. I'll draw the two agents away while you sneak in.
What about the guy inside?
That's your call, but whatever you do, do it quietly.
Alright, that was actually a pretty short cutscene. So, we need to sneak up on these guards while LaRue distracts them. He says he's leading them away, but he doesn't actually do that, he just sort of talks to them.
Sound like typical agency red tape. You got a smoke?
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Thanks.
It is actually an optional
There was a big
objective
ruckus up at
not
Black
to
Lake.
kill any of the
Where did
guards,
you hear
although
that?
you can if you really want.
It's all over the news. The entire lodge was destroyed.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
Right. Of course you don't.
What exactly is your business here, Agent?
I was in the neighborhood. Thought I'd get a look at the infamous SKX.
Does Dorland
In
know
the background
you're
there
here?
you can actually see
No,
the bowling
not
alley,
officially.
Nate's.
Like I said, I was nearby.
We'll be
Thought I'd
getting
offer
a
my services.
better look at it
We're
later.
getting along just fine, so maybe you should go about your business.
Oh, sure, no problem. After I finish my smoke, I'll get out your hair. I guess that's one way of sneaking onto the bus.
I don't know why he's sarcastic there. Like I said, I don't think there's another way to do this. But whatever. In any case, let's go have a little chat.
Why did you kill your uncle?
He refused to cooperate. He had it coming.
What about the mayor? Did you kill her for the same reason? Jesus!
How's the finger? Miss it? Do you think of me when you go to scratch? I think of you every time I look in the mirror.
Answer my question, you sick bastard. Or the fingers you left me will wrap around your neck. Answer me!
Such power!
The Oro?
Of course, the Oro!
Why kill Van Horn and the mayor?
Their body is possessed. The Oro's secret. It was necessary.
The Oro! Who are they? Where can I find them?
Out of here, pronto!
And Ethan goes unconscious again.
Again?
Yeah, his brain must be mush by now.
Yeah. Eric Lindros. It's quite the blackout.
Didn't last too long this time, though. Apparently SKX just drove down the street and crashed into a building, which, as I said before, was Nate's bowling alley.
Shit! LaRue!
SKX. Go after it. Hurry. okay.
Okay, let's do
Leg
it.
is broken.
You think his leg's broken?
Oh, look like it.
Oh, maybe. I don't think I ever really paid too much attention. Good shooting.
Good shooting, frenzy. This game sure does have an awful lot of neat levels and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that is one thing the game does well. Cool little locations and stuff.
Museums, doll factories, bowling alleys.
Yeah, but when you say it like that, it doesn't tie together all that well.
Well, it's a town.
Yeah. This level actually has a lot of cool weapons, including a new gun, the 22, which is a silenced pistol. We're just actually going to throw that in our holster and carry it around until we need it. But there's also lots of cool melee weapons. This first one we picked up is a gumball machine. Because why not?
Awesome.
Yeah. It's also another level that has tons of alcohol. Again, I think we're going to be drunk throughout the entire level.
I would be if I was at a bowling alley. You can't bowl sober.
That's true. At least you can't bowl well.
It's true. It's like golf. Oh, nice. And a pin.
Yeah, we'll be seeing that one too.
And a bowling ball.
Okay, now this guy I'm going to try and do some of those kick combos on. Now, to start any of the kick combos, you actually need to point almost straight down and kick them in the foot. Like that.
And then get your ass kicked.
Yeah, you can see why they're completely useless. There we go. So they all start with that kick in the foot, and then depending on where you kick them, it counts as a combo. And that's one of the 3-bar chain attacks.
If only they called it the gutter ball combo.
The 3-bar chain attacks always kill the target. They're instant kills.
Ethan, come in. LaRue's not responding. What's happening?
LaRue's hurt, and that bastard SKX has escaped.
What? I'll send help. Don't let SKX get away.
Look at this chump. Oh.
Son of a bitch!
Yeah, bowling pin. Pretty good weapon.
Pretty sweet.
A little bit boring, though. At least I think so.
The gumball machine was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a novelty value. And champagne bottles. Pretty hefty. But before we actually use the champagne bottle, we're going to show off something else. The pool ball, which is just an 8-ball. It's a lot like the brick. It's not a very good melee weapon, but it's a lot better just for throwing at things. Poor guy.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah. And I missed. Let's try that again.
In the face.
Yeah, now to show off the champagne bottle. A group of guys are supposed to attack you like right away, but for some reason, luckily, they come staggered and slowly.
almost forgot you had the taser.
Yeah, I don't actually use it that often. But it's hard to show off all the cool weapons if you keep instant killing them or one-hitting them. This guy's taking a lot of hits. Oh, he's down. Before we go too far, we don't want to miss a sonic emitter. Oh, maybe we are going too far. There's the sonic emitter.
Kablamo.
Yeah, you can throw stuff at that one, but the shelves are in kind of a weird position. It's actually kind of hard to just throw something past them.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a good weapon.
Oh, that's a wicked weapon. Sitting over there, powerless. That's a wicked weapon.
Yeah, it's a good one. I think this is the only spot in the only level in the game you find this one. Not 100% on that though. Obviously, we have to check the bathrooms.
Of course. For ammo in the toilets.
Yes. Although I don't think I actually do check the toilets for ammo. I didn't really think of it.
Your foosball stick broke.
Yeah, some weapons aren't very strong. You may have noticed the champagne bottle we were fighting with earlier actually broke after about 3 hits.
It's glass. That makes sense.
Yeah, the other thing is, I was holding it to block. If you don't time the block correctly, it actually damages the weapon quite a lot. Now, we're not allowed to go into the women's washroom, so we're not going to.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
We have morals.
This box here has a lever rifle in it. Which is, you know, it's helpful, but we saw enough firearms in the last level. This is almost our last chance for a fun melee level, actually.
Where are all the pool sticks? Pool cues.
You know, I have no idea. That never really crossed my mind.
Huh.
Yeah, I think that would be an easy one. But there's something interesting going on over here.
Did someone make their name Ass and Poo?
Rosa, I found some sort of list.
Hold on. One of Dorland's men just walked by. Okay, give me the details.
So we need to match up people's, I guess, real names with the names on this bowling list. And it's pretty simple, except for the last one. Uncle is obviously Van Horn. Mayor Rachel Mars. And we know the director is Farrell. Now the last one is Magic Man. And we have 2 options, Dorland and Unknown. While Unknown may seem kinda like a cop-out, we have no reason to link Magic Man with Dorland. So we're just gonna go with Unknown.
The info is coming in now. A strange collection of names to find in a bowling alley. I recognize all of them except Magic Man.
I know who you're looking for. He went that way. He went that way.
That's a little creepy.
Reminds me of the DJ from that movie.
The goods.
The Goods.
Alright, so yeah, you notice the head. We're not actually done with the evidence in this area.
Go ahead, Ethan.
Hard to tell.
Yeah, well, except for the whole context of someone being beheaded earlier in the game. This bag can be a little bit more difficult. Yeah, I mean, again, context makes this one pretty simple. Now this one can be hard, because there's no real indication, like from evidence, who the bag belongs to, except for the big X across it.
The X on SKX's forehead?
Yeah, but you might think unknown because, you know, that was the right answer last time, but no, I mean, yeah, you do have to pick SKX here. I guess it's not really that difficult. Maybe if you don't notice the X.
Receiving information. A real sicko. According to your evidence, it looks like SKX uses the bowling bag to carry the head around. Get a picture, I'll see if I can make an ID. Got it. Excellent work. Well, I've seen that face 100 times on TV. It belongs to Mayor Rachel Mars. It's probably no coincidence SKX was captured near the bowling alley. This must be his base of operation.
Yeah, and that can also be sort of noticed. Two of the hobos now have mentioned SKX, or at least mentioned someone who you can pretty simply realize they're talking about SKX. So, definitely has something to do with this area. We almost got sober again there. It was a close call.
That'd be bad.
So right here, I'm going to show off the other 3-bar chain attack.
Does she have a gas mask on?
Yes. Yeah, that one's especially brutal.
Yeah.
And she's wearing like a respirator for the spray paint, I guess.
Oh, that makes sense.
To repeat our top story, Halloween has been officially cancelled this year by the current administration in all inner city boroughs. The rampant crime and extreme violence upswell in our city of recent months has given the feeling that a permanent state of Halloween already exists, and the general public is scared enough as it is.
Not Halloween.
No, I know. I love Halloween. But there's something kind of funny about that. In the last level, Rosa mentioned that it's the end of February right now. So they're canceling Halloween 8 months in advance. Which, I mean, I understand the sentiment, but it's a little early.
That's funny. Look at that duck. Just ducked, yeah.
The bowling ball's actually a surprisingly good weapon. You see there,
It would be.
yeah, 2 hits to take him out, and throwing it does, I think, just as much damage.
If you're strong enough to swing a bowling ball around.
Yeah, overhand it?
I'm not.
No. No, me neither. Check out this distance, too.
Boom. Strike.
You may notice there, we've been outside, actually. We're in a completely different building now. This one is a school.
Neat.
And in good creepy fashion, there's shit written all over the walls, and creepy monster things.
They are here. Who are they?
Thomas. It seems SKX is still a little bit obsessed with Ethan. That gate's locked, and so's the door over this way. However, the little alcove does have a supply box, which is kind of nice, although I don't actually need anything.
I'm just outside the old Trenton bowling alley where there is currently some form of SCU operation proceeding. A person of significant interest who could potentially be at the root of the evil that befalls our city is supposedly inside. I will stay here until we know exactly what is going on. This is City News.
Oh man, Tony Rhodes is right outside.
Let's go get his autograph.
I want his autograph.
Really neat if you could run back to the bus and actually see him in the camera crew.
Yeah. So this part can be kind of hard to tell where you need to go next. But this graffiti that says Ascend is actually kind of a clue as well. We want to go up.
Yes, sir, Mr. Graffiti.
Although Ethan climbs through the hole in like the most awkward way possible. And I have no idea what that is.
Don't want to know.
Nope.
Whoa.
So, SKX. Have I mentioned that he's...
Crazy?
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause he is. He's...
Like, really crazy.
yeah. Now, we actually get introduced to a new optional objective in this part of the mission. We need to photograph his torture devices. We don't have to, you know, help the people in them. We just need to take pictures. Remember what I said about weak weapons?
Yes.
The locker door can actually... you can only use it a couple times and it's almost broken already.
Crappy locker door.
Yeah, though I guess it wouldn't really be a very good weapon. Locker doors are pretty...
If you can break it off the locker in the first place.
yeah.
Hey, look. His cell has a bathroom in it.
It does, that's nice, although the door is covered in electrified barbed wire.
Mm-hmm.
That's less nice. And we have one more torture device to go, which is over here. And this one freaks me out.
Is it electrified on both sides?
Yeah, it's electrified on both sides, and it's forcing the guy to stay standing.
In water?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does not look very fun.
No, it's pretty fucked up. And I feel especially sorry for this guy, so I'm actually gonna put him out of his misery.
How nice of you.
a mercy killing.
Say Metal Man?
Yep. Metal Men. Now this level is actually really reminiscent of a level from the first Condemned, where you walk through a school.
Yeah, squirrel.
Yeah, and Tom and Heather are apparently sitting in a tree. Good for them.
Maybe they're KISSING.
I think that's the assumption. But yeah, this hallway here is almost exactly like the end of a level from Condemned. Although that one ended in a very bizarre fashion.
She was a good kid. No reason at all. As to why she would do what she did? Why would she do such a thing to herself? Melinda Alford, in an apparent psychotic episode, had sliced open her arms, legs, back of her hands, and lower abdomen in some apparent search inside herself. She then sutured herself back up, but bled to death in the process. She had sewn over 600 stitches into her own skin before giving into blood loss, and passed out. Her body was found dead by her father.
That's messed up.
Yeah, I think that's probably the creepiest radio message in the game.
Yeah.
It's a weird one.
Just the word search inside herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was kind of... Ugh.
Look at the laundry facilities this school has.
Punching bags in the laundry room?
Yeah, I have no idea why they would be hanging things like that. But maybe they're not punching bags. Maybe they're,
Just bags of laundry. Or bodies.
more hallucinations. Hooray. Something you may notice, I haven't seen a health pack in quite a while, and I'm on my last bar of health.
Schools don't have first aid kits.
Either they don't, or I don't know where to look, but I'm going to be playing the entire rest of the level with 1 bar of health.
Budget cuts.
Budget cuts. They got a huge laundry room, but no first aid.
Exactly.
Apparently the pit is in this direction.
Super psyched I am.
Yeah, doesn't that sound like somewhere you want to go?
I do. I want to go to there. I assume it's just a dodgeball court.
Ugh, sick.
So again, actually reminiscent of the level from Condemned 1, the kitchen, the school kitchen. Last time we had to walk through, a creepy kitchen and also the meat locker. And it ended up with a fight against a huge, crazy lunch lady.
The old crazy lunch lady.
Yeah, with a big cleaver. There's this over here, so I'm pretty wary about it.
I think that's a cleaver in her head.
Yes.
Rosa, come in. I've located Farrell.
You did? Is he alright? What's his condition?
Okay, so here we have to pretty much decide whether or not he's dead or alive. And he looks pretty dead. But you can see his eyes moving and blinking. And actually, if you look at his chest, you can see it moving up and down as he breathes.
He's still alive.
He's still alive, but cut up pretty badly.
Okay. Well, the list of names now makes sense. It's a list of SKX's targets. The Magic Man, whoever he is, must be next.
Ethan, SKX is studying me. Same as he did with the others. Help me. Cut these straps so I can get out of here. He's experimenting on the homeless. Testing. Perfecting. Hurry. They know you're here.
So we need to find something sharp.
And quick.
Oh, no. Like I said, fuck this. I don't want to fight a lunch lady.
I'm not here. Sorry, Farrell.
Yeah, no worries. The lunch lady's
What the hell
dead.
is that
Although,
thing?
I don't know what this thing is. This is probably one of his test subjects that he's experimenting on.
You look familiar, lunch lady.
That should do it. Quickly now. SKX is delusional and psychotic, just like his test subjects. Let's move cautiously.
Yeah, and actually, pretty much the whole rest of the level's kind of an escort mission. We have to follow him around, make sure he gets where he's going safely. Although it's not a big deal because he just does this whenever anyone's going to fight you.
That's good.
Wait a minute, is that a health kit I see up on that shelf?
That's what I was just thinking.
It might be.
I think it is.
That would have saved me a lot of trouble.
Are you gonna turn around far enough to see it?
Nope, I'm definitely not.
I think it was.
It probably was. Well, maybe not. Some of the other shelves have dishes on them. Maybe it was just dishes.
These are so weird. No more fucking around.
Not in the mood.
Gun time.
So, yeah, more combat. Oh, and we're still heading in the right direction for the pit.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. I wasted a bullet, but then got two guys with one.
Yeah, I saw that. Good shooting, Tex.
I know there's nothing over here. I'm just going to check because I thought there might be a health pack.
More like you prayed to some weird god that there would be a health pack.
No comment.
Some weird god.
But, hey, it's the pit.
That sure looks promising.
Yeah, you also think someone would notice if he was using this much power. we find ourselves overlooking the pit, where he
She
just...
does have a boner for electric fences and junk. Oh, goody.
Yeah, surprise, now we're in the pit. And the pit is just a fight club for people to beat each other to death in.
Hooray, homeless fight club.
Now, because I only have the 1 bar of health, I'm playing things really safe, putting myself in a corner and then just, doing my best to take him out quick.
Yeah, no guns in Fight Club.
Now,
That's just unfair.
there's no rules in Fight Club. Now, I don't get to show it off, but there's no special environmental kill for that post with all the saw blades hanging off of it.
There is one?
There is not. It just acts like a normal pillar, and you just whack his head off of it.
That's depressing.
I know. But we'll do this again.
Hooray.
And an achievement unlocked.
Then another blackout.
Disgusting creatures, wouldn't you agree, Mr. Thomas?
The two-faced rat himself.
You still haven't grasped the situation, have you? Farrell's your executioner. He's not worthy of your loyalty.
Don't do this, Dorland. He belongs with us. You're a fool if you don't see that.
When did the SCU employ murderers?
I take orders from the Oro, and so should he. Isn't that right? Get up! Finish the job! Kill him before he ruins everything! No! Do it! Remember who you are!
I miss everything. Find the voice.
Wow.
Come on. Over there.
What's this about? I thought you were on their side.
Shut up! Think of this as a future investment. Yes. I look forward to cutting you open. Learn your little secret. But now's not the time.
Ethan, something's happened. There's panic. Dorland's agents are gathering everyone up for questioning. They're looking for you.
Rosa, listen to me. The Magic Man. I know that name. A real tricky son of a bitch. Hangs out at Svensson's Magic Theater. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I think so.
Meet me there as soon as you can. And make sure you're not followed.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Well,
Yeah, so,
quite the, turn of events.
yeah, some weird shit happened. SKX killed some more people, but this time we liked it. And it turns out Ethan knows who the Magic Man is, and just didn't bother to mention it until now. So next time we're actually going to go see the Magic Man.
Yay.
Our upgrade for the level is an extra health bar, which is nice considering how I did at the end of this level. The extra,
You earned that extra health bar.
yeah, it definitely helps. Apart from that, there's not much, not too much to say, because,
I can't wait to hang out in a creepy magic theater, so...
it is a pretty cool location, as we said before. This game's full of them.
Full of cool little scenery.
Yeah, so... Hey, so does anything make sense to you yet?
Like a few things, like... I still don't get the whole Oro thing, but I mean, it hasn't been explained very well. There's just a weird religion.
Yeah.
But there's, I guess a few people who have something weird about them, like Ethan and Farrell and all that, so... I don't know, I look forward to seeing what happens.
Well, we will be finding out reasonably shortly. There's only a few levels left in the game.
Nice.
Yeah, so see everybody next time.